Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and it looks like we might have new information on the Andrew Tate situation. So on Twitter, I found a link to an article, a Romanian article. So when I go through this, just know that there may be some weird language things because I had to translate the article. But you know what? New information is better than no information, and I do want to treat this with a grain of salt. We still don't know anything outside of this. Nothing has been talked about, at least to my knowledge, to the American press. And, you know, innocent until proven guilty, all that. But, you know, maybe things aren't looking too good given the headline. Exclusive, how the Tate brothers threatened the exploited girls at the video chat studio in Tunari. It's the last warning. Alrighty, so, no idea who that is. That looks like a movie character, I'll be honest. Maybe they're just trying to, like, correlate him and Tate. So that's already worrisome when your, article photo gets off to, starts off with comparing to movies and sexualizing and stuff like that. But let's go. Transcripts of conversations brothers Andrew and Tristan Tate had with some of the girls they allegedly sexually exploited at the video chat studio show how the two British men threatened their victims. They had not let them leave the courtyard of the establishment in Tunari, except accompanied by their trusted employees, including the former policewoman from the 7th Precinct in Bucharest. Ooh, getting the cops involved on your payroll. That's criminal mastermind 101. Arriving in Romania sometime during 2016, Andrew and Tristan Tate quickly started working on their public image and getting noticed at the luxury clubs, frequented by women who could lend themselves to work in a video chat studio. Andrew and Tristan Tate have been tight-lipped about the nature of their multi-million-euro business and have released a story about a legacy hotel in Thailand into the public domain. However, the affairs of the Tate brothers came to light the spring of last year after a young woman from America, lured to Romania by the lover boy method, alerted the authorities throughout the U.S. Embassy in Bucharest, and the investigators conducted searches. Now, to be in all fairness, to be impartial and to be unbiased and whatnot, if I recall, this was addressed then. She went to the authorities. There was an investigation done. And nothing turned up. Now, I'm not going to say that woman was lying. I'm not going to say Tate was, had nothing to hide. I don't know. I'm just saying nothing came of that. Now, with this above information here, saying that he may have had, at least one, if not more, cops on his payroll, that makes the original investigation seem kind of suspect, So, let's see where this goes. From then on, the occupation of the Tate brothers was no longer a secret, and they began to talk openly about the success of their business, especially as they displayed extraordinary luxury. Female employees, guarded by Andrew Tate and his trusted men. In this context, in the file in which the Dicot prosecutors accused them of human trafficking and rape, there's a transcript of a discussion in which Andrew Tate boasted to a young woman that he was the absolute master of the business. This is the girl. I heard you're the one running the OnlyFans and TikTok girls business. Andrew Tate. Tristan and Georgiana, no Georgiana Nashel, one of the two Romanians arrested along with the Tate brothers in the human trafficking case, are there, but I lead them. Wait, why is that in parentheses? Hold on a sec. Tristan and Georgiano are there, but I lead them. Okay, gotcha. Andrew Tate's position is also strengthened by the transcript of a dialogue initiated between Luna Alexandra Radu, former police officer from the 7th Precinct, and Bucharest, also arrested for human trafficking. Radu Luana. The money from yesterday, $3. Radu Luana. Give me something. I'm foaming at the mouth. Radu Luana. That at the end of the month, Andrew will argue with Tristan Tate. Tristan Tate with me and I with you. What? This has got to be some sort of translation error. I mean, a lot of this seems like that's going to be just lost in translation due to the nature of how he had to get this article, so I apologize, guys. Regarding the prosecutor's accusations that some girls were being kidnapped, there is a transcript of a conversation between Andrew Tate and one of the young women put on the video chat, who wanted to get out safely from the building in Tunari where the studio was operating. Andrew Tate, you don't go anywhere without one of the 3 trusted employee numbers. Young woman, why are you so cold to me? Don't go out alone without telling me. Andrew Tate again. Mall, supermarket, nowhere from now on. Young woman. I told you I wanted to go alone. Andrew Tate. It's the last warning. See, I don't know. I'm not saying this isn't real. This is not how conversation normally works. It's not how dialogue works. This reads like George Lucas script writing.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating. And it gets everywhere.
I if there was a transcript, maybe give us like a screenshot of the transcript, something that was pulled off of a phone or printed like at a federal warehouse or federal office building or something. I'm not saying this conversation didn't happen. This could also be a case of the translation error. So maybe it would sound more natural in Romanian. But then again, I don't know if Andrew Tate speaks Romanian, so I imagine this conversation was in fact happening in English. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does speak Romanian. I don't know. I don't know a lot about the guy. It's not like I'm definitely not a fan or anything like that. I'm just trying to report on the news. So this transcript is much like the other one, kind of suspect, kind of questionable. I wish we had hard screenshots. I mean, I guess even those can be faked, but at least it's a bit more believable than just typed out words on a website. Andrew and Tristan Tate have been in custody since December 29th following searches by Tate prosecutors at their Piperella Villa and video chat studio. Together with them, Georgiana Nagel and Luna Alexandra Radu were arrested. The accusations are the creation of an organized criminal group, human trafficking, and rape, and the prosecutors brought enough reasons to the court and the judges of Bucharest court to decide to arrest the Tate brothers and the 2 Romanian women for 30 days. The 2... Okay, I didn't realize Georgiana was a female as well. I knew Alexandra Radu was, but Georgiana, I mean, I guess it sounds like a feminine name, but, different cultures and whatnot, I wasn't sure. Andrew and Tristan Tate, as well as the 2 Romanians, are now awaiting the decision of the Bucharest Court of Appeal, where their lawyer contested the preventative arrest. Gondul published the first images exclusively after the arrest of the brothers Andrew and Tate. Brothers Andrew and Tate. That's probably supposed to say Andrew and Tristan. As well as 2 Romanian women, all of whom were taken handcuffed to the police van Central Prison. Alright, so these are about the accusations. They are accused of having, in 2021, constituted an organized criminal group with a view to committing crime and human trafficking in the territory of Romania, but also other countries such as the United States of America and Great Britain. They were later transported and housed in buildings in Ivlof County, where exercising acts of physical violence and mental coercion through intimidation, constant surveillance, control, and invoking alleged debts. They were sexually exploited by the 2 members by forcing them into pornographic manifestations with a view to reproduction and dissemination through social media platforms of material having such a character, and by submitting to the execution of work in a forced manner, in order to obtain important financial benefits consisting of the sums of money obtained as a result of accessing the materials by users, according to Tate. Well, here's the thing. So I just read through this, expecting new information, and we got some new information. We got these little transcripts and stuff, but at no point does any of that seem incriminating on like the large charges. I could be wrong. Obviously, I'm no lawyer, no law expert. But nothing there, gave any sort of indication of rape. Nothing really gave any, indication of trafficking. They may have given indication that he was, keeping them confined, and maybe that's, maybe that's a law, keeping someone confined to a space, not letting them leave. I won't lie, I don't know, obviously, what Romanian law is, but, so maybe there was a law broken there, if that turns out to be true, but I don't know, even for a brand new article that came out today, let's see, where was the date on this? I saw a date a minute ago. Either way, even for a new article that came out today, I don't know, there just doesn't seem to be a lot of new additional information that gives credence to the accusations. If this is true, obviously he needs to be locked. There it is. Yeah, here's the date. Published January 7th, 2023. So yeah, today. I don't know what to make of this. It kind of seems like a nothing burger. Not that this whole trial and this whole case and everything is going to be a nothing burger. I don't think that. There's clearly some relevance, and this needs to be, looked at. The law needs to do its job, either finding him guilty or innocent, finding out if these stories are true or if there's accusations. I don't know. I don't even have a lot of really funny things to add, mainly just because there wasn't anything new here. I mean, again, I could talk about the comedy of this photo here looking like a discount Brad Pitt movie or a James Bond film. I mean, he definitely looks like a Bond villain right there. And, but yeah, I mean, you got a dude, suave-looking dude with a big gun, bald guy who looks serious and is dressed in what looks like expensive clothes, sexy girl in the center. It looks like an advertisement for a movie. So I don't even know how relevant this website is. It's gandul.ro. Like I said, it's a Romanian article, but I mean, is this just like a Romanian version of a tabloid article? I don't know because I'm not familiar with the culture. I wish that we would have more, you know, American or European or some sort of someone else or something else covering this in a way that maybe can be translated and explained a little bit better. Because Google Translate may have done a poor job here. It's definitely an interesting situation. Not one that I think, obviously, that I have enough information on to give my opinion fully. Do I believe in innocent until proven guilty? Absolutely. Do I think that we need to see evidence before we just jump to condemning him? Also, absolutely. Do I think that we need to listen to potential victims and hear their side? Also, absolutely. But nobody is right or wrong as of yet without evidence. And I guess that's what it really boils down to for me, is that it's been, like I said, that he was arrested December 29th. That's, a week and a half ago, and we still don't have any new information. I mean, don't you think that if they ransacked his house, his compound, we would have found some stuff after a week and a half, but nothing's been brought to the light? I don't know. There's just so many questions, and it seems like one of those things that, I mean, it might be similar to a Jeffrey Epstein case. We're still waiting on the client list. We're still waiting on the information from Epstein's little black book, and it hasn't come. Here we are, years later, still nothing. Who's to say this whole thing won't happen with the Tate story as well? So I'm going to occasionally cover it when news crops up, and other than that, I'm just going to get back to my normal making fun of woke stuff and, throwing fits about Magic the Gathering. But tell me what you guys think of this, what you think of this article, or maybe there's something that I missed, more information from, Romanian sources that you want to share with me. That would be much appreciated. But other than that, please like, subscribe. I know this wasn't my most exciting video, but the subscription would still mean the world to me. You can check out my other, much more fun and in-depth videos. And until next time, this has been Words of Paradise.